episode of Ebony Ladies in the DR. I'm your host, Bridget. Remember, right here every Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Okay, so today is another COVID-19 update. It's a little comparison, a little update, a little information versus the Dominican Republic in comparison to the United States. So everybody knows that Davlin and I and Bella, we're still in the United States. Right now, we are cleared to go on May 2nd. Fingers crossed, but I don't know. We may stay longer. That is up in the air because right now our flight is completely sold out. So our concern is there's no way to social distance on a full flight. So give me your thoughts. Let us know, what do you think we should do? So we're connecting in Atlanta, of course, Atlanta to Punta Cana, ready to go, all sold out. So the Dominican Republic has at this point opened their border in order for Americans and tourists to fly into the Dominican Republic. As of last week, that was the case, open starting on May 1st. So if something changes, I will let you all know. But that's the status of it now. I know a lot of people have been hitting me up asking me, when can they leave? You can leave anytime. If you're an expat in the Dominican Republic, you can get a flight out today, tomorrow. The border is not closed to expats. If you are a foreigner in the Dominican Republic, you can fly out on the next flight. The border is not closed to you. The border is closed for foreigners going into the Dominican Republic until May 1st. So don't put all of your questions on Facebook, on social media. Go to the official websites. Go to the Dominican Embassy website. Go to Dominicana Today's website. Go to Grupo Punta Cana website, because there is accurate information out there on those sites. The information that you're getting from social media are other people's opinions, what they think is going on, and we all know that is not always the case. Okay, so with that being said, I want to shout out to all of my friends there in the Dominican Republic. Our prayers are with all of you, that everybody is doing a great job of social distancing, that everybody is washing their hands and wearing the mask. Now, I don't know what the situation is with the beach. I am ready to get home and get to the beach and, you know, and go swimming and do all of that. But on one hand, I see my friend Tammy. Shout out to Ebony Lady in the DR, Tammy. She's posting beautiful pictures. She's out on the beach. She's finding her peace. And then on the other hand, my friend Mario Cressman, who was on the show, he got arrested for being on a private beach. So I don't know what the actual law is or what's going on, why it's being handled in different areas of Punta Cana in different ways. So I'm definitely going to find that out when we get there, because we don't want to get ourselves in any type of situation where we have to be detained or go to jail. We don't want that to be our reality. So we're definitely doing all that we can to keep you informed, to keep ourselves informed, and that's where we are. So now I'm going to give you the latest updates on COVID-19 for the Dominican Republic. Everybody knows what's going on with the United States. We're leading in the number of cases. We have Americans who are protesting their right to freedom. Really, they are protesting their right to die, because if they want things to reopen before America, US starts to level off, we are constantly climbing. So why would you want to put yourselves, your family, your friends in harm's way when you don't have to? Take this time to get to know yourself, get to know your community, learn something new. America's not ready to go back to work. They're not ready to go back to work because there are too many unanswered questions in the United States. So you do not want to reopen. So that is the dilemma in the U.S. And I'm here in the U.S. and it makes it really hard to say I'm a proud American at this point, because we're always doing things that make no sense. All right, so Dominican Republic numbers. So, Dominican Republic, and this was updated this morning, the total number of cases stands at 5,044. The last 24 hours, there were 80 new cases reported, which is awesome because the day before that, it was 234 cases. So, with these numbers, it looks like the Dominican Republic is starting to go on the downside and not just level out. 234 from 80 is a downslide. So we hope it stays there. I hope you guys are practicing social distance. I hope you're washing your hands, the 2 minutes they say, scrubbing. Hope you're wearing your mask. And I'm still seeing a lot of stuff on social media where people are still gathering at the Camados. They're still hanging out. They're shoulder to shoulder, going out and doing things. Guys, let's make it safe. You know, we're an island. If we can get it contained, we can make a big difference. So wear your mask. Don't go out if you don't have to go out. We got the rest of our lives to party. So think about it like that. If you keep doing the wrong thing, you won't have the rest of your life to party. So, you know, let's try to change the narrative here. So do what you can to social distance, do your part, and stay strong, stay informed. All right, back to the stats for Dominican Republic. So the last 24 hours, I said the cases were only 80. The number of recoveries in the Dominican Republic is 463, which is good. The number of deaths is 245. So compared to other cases, it's a low number, but why do you want to compare deaths to anywhere else? A death is a death, and it's a horrible thing. So we have a pandemic going on where there is really no end in sight, because there's no cure. There's really not a concrete answer on what the actual virus is. So, you know, it could be laying dormant in each and every one of us. So the safe thing to do is the social distancing, to wear the mask, to try to keep yourself healthy, to try to do the best you can to take care of yourselves. So those are the numbers. Now, the numbers in Punta Cana, where I am, and Punta Cana is a heavily populated area. There are a lot of expats as well as Dominican citizens. The number of cases is only 44, and that is amazing. Only 44, and there have been no deaths in Punta Cana. So when they do allow us to fly back into Dominican Republic, I can say that I actually will feel safe going back home. And I feel safe here in the U.S., in Tennessee, in Mississippi, because I've been doing the right thing. I've been social distancing, I've been washing my hands, I've been wearing the mask. So I'm going to feel the same way going back to Punta Cana, because it seems like people there are really taking it serious. They're really doing their part to minimize the number of actual new cases. So I applaud Punta Cana. I think I picked the right place to live. I'm glad I did. I'm looking forward to getting back there. Okay. Now, the U.S. and the Dominican Republic share things in common as far as the economy. So the economy is taking a hit all around the world. And I know we got our stimulus checks, so shout out to the government for getting the stimulus check out to us. And I know that the Dominican Republic is doing their part. I don't know what the actual numbers are because they don't have one flat number for the citizens. I think theirs is more based on their income and what they were making. Depends on the amount of money that they'll receive. So each country does it differently, but from my understanding, from the websites that I'm on, Dominican Today, the embassy website, Grupo Punta Cana, they are helping out the citizens in many ways that they can. I know that there are a lot of very wealthy Dominicans out there that have been donating money. I see that they have an article on Dominican Today, says the government to hand out 525,000 pounds of chicken daily. So pollo in Dominican Republic, we eat our chicken. So that is a blessing because people are getting their protein. Pineapples are plentiful, fresh fruit, fresh vegetables. So there's a lot going on in the Dominican as well as the U.S. But if everyone does their part and work together, we can all get through it. So that's the upside of it. So, you know, the downside is going to be that it's going to take some time, but it's going to take the effort of everyone in order to just kind of stop the number of new cases from spreading. Okay, so, and on the brighter side of things, take this as an opportunity to learn something new. Take this as an opportunity to get the rest that your body probably needed. Take this as a chance to spend more time with your family. You know, everybody's in the house together. Learn about each other. Learn what your kids' new likes are. Learn what your husband or wife really wants to plan and do and retire in future. This is a time to plan and get those things together, especially people that did not have a plan in place. I want to say how blessed I feel to be financially free, because this year is when we were supposed to be moving to the Dominican Republic. We did it a year in advance. Had we stick to our plan and even got a little bit delayed, we would not be moving to the Dominican Republic right now. We would be in limbo somewhere because of the coronavirus. So everything worked out for us. But you have to have a plan in place, especially now, because no one should have to be dependent upon the stimulus or dependent upon the government helping. And I know that people are, and that's just the situation of it. But in the future, this is like a wake-up call, I think, for people to do their very best to try to save and try to make small changes in their life, so that when emergencies come up, because another one is going to come up, it's life, it is what it is, another one's going to come up, but feel good that you've made the change from this situation to be able to say, okay, I'm okay, and versus what am I going to do in 1 month, you know. And no one should have to live with that type of stress. And so with stress, you know, mental health is a huge thing. I know people that deal with it. And just in my close family situation, there are people who deal with mental health. So I want everybody to reach out to people that they know who suffer from depression or suffer from mental health issues on a regular basis, because this is the hashtag along together. Some people just feel alone. So we want to reach out to them. We want to do everything that we can to help people to try to stay in a positive state. My number one tip to everybody is to turn that TV off at least once a week. Do not sit and watch the news, the repeated coverage of coronavirus, the repeated coverage of your president. You know, those things are not helping your mental. So you want to stay mentally healthy so that if anything does happen, you can deal with it, you know, and take care of yourself. So that's kind of my thoughts to everybody. I want everybody to be safe. I thank everybody for always tuning in to Ebony Ladies in the DR. I can't wait to get back to Dominican Republic to have some fun shows. I'm as tired of bringing these updates that have the words death in them as everybody is tired of probably hearing it. So my goal, I'm setting goals for the show so that we can have some fun rest of the year. So I hope that everyone is taking care of themselves and taking care of their family. And if you need some some questions answered in regards to going in and out of the Dominican Republic, don't hesitate to hit me up on Facebook, on the Ebony Ladies in the DR, on my Instagram, or through my YouTube channel. But I'm here for you. I'm going to do everything I can to get you the most accurate and up-to-date information that I possibly can. So shout out to everybody in the Dominican Republic. Shout out to all my family and friends here in the U.S. that's watching. Everybody take care. Until then, I will see you, and God bless.